The principal's office had never felt so cold. I stood near the filing cabinet, heart pounding like a talking drum. And Abasi sat across the desk, her hands trembling as she clutched a page of accusations written in her own handwriting. She had the questions before the exam, she said. She told me so at night while we were together reading. It felt like my world had cracked open. Is this true? A Maobong? Principal Okon asked, his brow furrowed like the folds of an aging yam. No, sir, I said, voice tight. That's a lie. But the seed was planted. My best friend, the girl who danced in the rain, who shared her only meat pie with me on days I had none, was now branding me a cheat. Why? That night, I walked the red earth road home in silence. Mama waited at the door, face pale. What happened? She asked. Eno lied. She sighed, sat me down, and held my hands like she used to when I was 6 and afraid of thunder. When jealousy enters a heart, even blood becomes poison, she said. The scholarship board launched an investigation. Days turned into weeks. Whispers followed me everywhere. In church, in the market, even among teachers. But something unexpected happened. A teacher, Madam Ebeyong, stepped forward. She had seen me studying every afternoon in the library. She had marked my practice test. She testified to my hard work. Eventually, I was cleared. The scholarship was reinstated. My name was published in the Pioneer newspaper, but it didn't feel like victory. I returned to school, but everything had changed. The other students looked at me like I was a ghost. Abasi had poisoned the air. She claimed the system protected me because my father once taught the local government chairman. People chose sides, and she acted like nothing had happened. She still laughed in class, raised her hand to answer questions, and winked at boys during assembly. But every time our eyes met, I saw it, the wall she has built, and behind it, something darker. One afternoon, I confronted her behind the science lab. Why did you do it? I asked. Why lie? She didn't flinch. She didn't even blink, because I deserved that scholarship. You were my best friend. She smiled sadly, and that's why it had to be me, not you. You already have everything, Emma. A family, a name. I only have me. Tears strengthened my eyes, but I held them back. You didn't lose the scholarship, Eno, I whispered. You lost me. She turned away. I went to the university in Uyo. She stayed behind, repeated SS3, and slowly faded from township gossip. But I never forgot. Some betrayers don't bleed. They scar in silence. And when the best friend becomes your worst enemy, it teaches you something no book ever will. Love without boundaries is a dangerous thing. Thank you for listening. Please do well to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the part 3 of this interesting story. Thank you.